Hey beauties, welcome back to the Creative Contour by Carla podcast. Today I'm going to show you my signature makeup look. So let's get into the content. Hey beauties, I'm Carla, makeup artist, speaker, business owner, and founder of Creative Contour by Carla. I believe we should love wearing makeup should we choose to. In this podcast, I will break down the harmful rhetoric spewed by the beauty industry. Follow along to love yourself, gain confidence, and enjoy a little glam. So first what I'm going to do is I've already moisturized my skin and done my skin preparation off camera. I'm going to use Skindinavia's Makeup Primer Spray, and this is just going to give me a little bit of extra hydration underneath my skin. Because when I'm filming this, it is January and it's probably like the driest day we've probably ever had in this entire month. So my skin really needs a lot of love today. This is a makeup routine that I have perfected as long as I have been putting makeup on my face, which at this point has been probably almost 20 years because that goes back to about middle school. And I have gone through all of these different tests and trials and tribulations and looks and brushes and everything to get where I am today with my signature makeup look for my face, my desires, my unique bone structure. So this is something that I like putting on me and what I feel works best for me in my signature makeup look. First, I'm gonna take some powder and I'm gonna dip my brush into it. So I've got some here. That's a lot of powder. The powder on my brush, what I'm actually gonna do is I'm gonna smooth it in and smush it in and get it really well coated inside my brush. I'm gonna dust over my eyelids because I always start with my eye makeup first. I like to break the rules, and I use foundation as eye makeup base, concealer, and foundation. Now, I like this product, so it's the RCMA Liquid Foundation, and I use G210 in the wintertime. To give it a good shake, and I'm actually gonna put one pump on the back of my hand. Ooh, there we go. That much. I'm gonna warm it up. So now what I wanna do is literally just lightly dust some powder over that. And now I'm ready for eye makeup. I know that I love a little bit of glitter and everywhere I go. So I'm actually going to use this really pretty gold glitter from my friends at Critsa Cosmetics. And because this is a glitter formula eyeshadow, I'm actually going to do my eye makeup in a bit of an unconventional manner because we want to prioritize making sure that this glitter looks the best it can when we apply it. Let me show you. I'm going to start at my eyebrow bone and work my way down. So I'm going to start with a little bit of highlighter on my eyebrow bone. I'm just using any standard color that looks really nice and shiny. This is like a champagne color that's natural for me. You can use something that's really natural for you if you decide to mimic this kind of makeup look that I've created for myself. Now that I have that on, something that I just want to bring up as a professional is that this is makeup on camera. So sometimes unless it's like a super heavy glam makeup look, it doesn't always show up super glam on camera. I'm taking this style of brush right here, something that's kind of looser and a little bit wider because I want to be able to get into my crease easily. I'm going in with this kind of warm brown tone. I just like it because I think it goes well with the golds. Okay, so we're gonna see how well I can do this on camera. Let's get in here. So I have to bring my mirror in to check my work like a true makeup artist. So now we've gotten to a place where I'm looking straight ahead in the mirror and I'm seeing that I'm getting to where I want to get to. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to apply my gold glitter. From what I learned from purchasing this product at the makeup show, as well as applying on my own, that the easier way to apply this is actually to use your finger and to smooth it out. Pick up a little bit of product, and I'm going to swirl it around a bit because it's a bit crumbly because it's glitter. I'm only going to take a little bit at a time, and then I'm going to go in. So when I open my eye, and then when I bring my mirror in, I'm looking. This is what I wanted. I have my eye makeup look where I want it. Now with this glitter eye makeup, I really like it without eyeliner, so I'm gonna go right into mascara. I'm gonna use my lash curler, and I think this is called Covergirl Lashblast Volume Waterproof. So as I learned doing this side, I gotta use the mirror to curl my lashes and put my mascara on. And I wanna get as close to my eyelash line as I can. And I'm gonna do the same thing. I like to start right at the base and I give them a little lift. This is why we started eyes first. Now I can clean it up. I'm gonna move in a little bit. So this is what the eye makeup portion of my makeup look is gonna look like. I'm happy with it, so I'm gonna keep moving forward. So the way I put on concealer is I look for the darkest areas underneath my eye, which is right here, and that's where I concentrate the most amount of product. And I like to pat things in because that's how we prevent the most creasing. Everything creases, because we're human and we have skin that moves. In my mirror, it's telling me I need more. Now I'm happy with what I have, so I'm gonna finish it on the other eye. There's this kind of brush right here, a bit more fluffy in the center, and I want it that way because I wanna be able to smooth the product out. For those of you who don't know about this RCMA Liquid Foundation, it is a very thick, pigmented product. This is a professional grade makeup. So when you put it on, you only need a little bit because when it sets up, it really adheres well to the skin. So when I'm using this amount, I'm using this for my entire face to give me a full coverage where I need it. This was probably about a pump and a half's worth. So I always start in the center of my face and work my way outwards. So what I do is I actually pat the product onto the little spots and then I push it in to give me the best coverage, and then I just gotta smooth everything else around it. I'm actually gonna put my blush on first and then some bronzer. I used to put highlighter on my cheeks all the time, but I'm not really a fan of it anymore, so I just don't put highlighter on my cheeks anymore. Right here, it's from Sephora. It's called Flirted Up number 06. It's a pretty like bright pink, but it's not super bright when you put it on. So let's dip into it. So I take a brush like this, and I'm actually going to load up the brush a lot. And then I'm gonna use the mirror side, and I'm really gonna get the product worked into that brush. And I saw somebody else on here do that once upon a time, and I think it was somebody who's like a British makeup artist or something, and I was like, that's pretty cool, I wanna try it. And I really liked the result once I was pushing the product into my brush. What I do is I'm gonna apply this on my whole cheekbone because that's how I like my blush. Old mini bronzer, but this is the color that I like. I think this is the second one. This is called Laguna from NARS. I think there's one color lighter than it. So bronzer is meant to create a sun-kissed look, so it looks like you've been sitting out in the sun getting a tan. It's wintertime, so I'm gonna do this very, very lightly just to bring a little bit of warmth back into my face. So when we're applying bronzer, we wanna make sure that we're putting it on the highest points of our face, so where the sun would naturally hit, we're mimicking that. So for me, the highest points of my face are on top of my cheeks, down the bridge of my nose, and on my forehead. And I like to do a little bit on the chin because I have a pretty protruding chin, so the sun hits it naturally anyway. Same thing on the other side. This is what works well for me as a makeup artist. If you don't like what I'm doing, you don't have to do it. I love my natural eyebrows, so I don't really do too much to fill them in. So I'm actually just gonna use a little bit of an eyebrow gel that's the same color as my eyebrow hairs, and this thing is a little gap like that. You just take your pencil and fill it in. Eyebrows are sisters, not twins. So normally I would either finish this with like a little bit of lip liner and some gloss. Today I am feeling using a lipstick. So the color I'm using is kind of like a rosy nude tone. So I'm gonna line my lips first. Okay, so I'm looking, that's good enough for me because I know I'm putting lipstick on. It doesn't have to be super perfect. So I'm gonna grab my mirror. Okay, so this is my result. I really like this because I think it's glamorous, and as a makeup artist, I like a touch of glamour. I think it also adapts well to different looks that you're wearing. I'm wearing a casual look today. I could easily throw on a ball gown and go to an event with this look. Friends in this look. I can see family with this makeup look on. I can go to work with this makeup look on. I think it's something I've really adapted well to any kind of environment, especially being a professional makeup artist. Sometimes I'm up early in the morning, I see clients, and then I go out and do stuff afterwards. So I really am proud of how the style has come together. I would consider this Carla's signature makeup look. Stay tuned for more episodes of my podcast. See you soon.